Yeah.
All right, so this is House of Parliament by Claude Monet, and it's a painting up in the Parliament building in London, and he painted this from the balcony of a hospital across the riverbank.
Yeah. What's really interesting is how he depicted the Parliament in a silhouette. An interesting fact noted by the little description is that he uses 19 different canvases because as the weather and the lighting conditions changed, his own painting changed. So this is only one of 19 to have actually been finished, I think.
I can see why. You can really see the contrast in the painting when you look at the rays of sunlight that are dropping in, and then it's really dark and gothic on one side, and you can, especially if you look at the water, you can kind of really see the contrast.
You see the reflection of the sun, right? That reddish kind of reddish orangish glow,
and you can
in the water.
You can kind of tell the style of painting, how they painted in this period of time, just
exactly
stroke over stroke.
What's really interesting is how you see a bit of the sunlight, the sun coming out from the top right corner, and the Parliament, all of it is actually dark.
Yeah.
Whereas the water is reflected upon the light. So that's something that either Monet purposely left out, or rather put in.
I think it's not. I mean, I can see why, because France and England have had their disputes, so that might have been an inspiration for this painting.
Yeah, this was painted in 1903, so England and France,
they had their disputes in the 1700s and 1800s.
Yeah, they still have some kind of history. They've always been historically fighting for power.
Right, for supremacy and being top world power.
But I don't think it's so much Monet's pride as a Frenchman, but just the way he views Parliament.
Right.
This is Parliament, it's government.
Right.
It's a time of change to Gilded Age.
Yeah, I don't necessarily think it's a nationalistic painting at all.
Exactly. Yeah. And then there's this great layering of colors.
It's kind of a hue.
Yeah, like the way he put all these colors together, and you can clearly tell what's what, where the borderline of the Parliament and water would be, but yeah, it's so similar in the kind of shading in the dark.
Right, I know what you mean. Like you can even though it's murky and gothic and it's still so detailed. Like you can practically picture the building.
Yeah. And you can see the original stroke marks from the painting, on the painting.
And I noticed how for every single color that he has, you can see the shades as you drop close to the sunlight. You can see the shades slowly transforming into a lighter color.
Yeah. Now that I look at it more clearly, you can actually see a bit of the reddish tint on the Parliament, which actually might be from the sunlight that he's trying to illustrate. Yeah, so this is Monet, Houses of Parliament, Sunlight Effect, 1903, oil on canvas.